YouTube fam, what up though? Montez Allen here, back with another video. Before I get started, as always, I like to show an attitude of gratitude and say thank you for all of my subscribers. I remember I had 0, now I got 221, so I really appreciate that. And if you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, only if you like the content. As I always say, no pity parties around here, only if you like the content. Share it, like, subscribe, definitely all of it is free. And also, if you're new, I'm the owner of Faith-Based Merch, one of the greatest faith-based brands in the planet. But I'm gonna get to all that. But I got a short message for you today. It hit my spirit. I think I was at like Kroger. I was going to Kroger get a bottle of Pinot Grigio. I always drink it. Well, not always, but like when I'm at the pool and stuff. I'm trying to think I'm an alcoholic. But I like wine. Even Jesus turned water into wine. Judge me. But I was at Kroger, I think, today, and I was getting some wine, and I follow this Instagram page called Millionaire Steps. I got it right here, Millionaire Steps, and something on their Instagram really hit me. So I'm gonna name this, the title of this video is "Don't Give Up, Part 2." So, and this is the reason. I'm going to get straight to it. This came up on, this is my phone right here. And this is what came up, and this is what inspired the message and sparked the message for the day. If Colonel Sanders gave up after his recipe was rejected 1,009 times, there would be no KFC. Everybody know who Colonel Sanders is. That's the old guy on the KFC. That's the guy that created it. He created it like when he was in his 60s. Okay, let me swipe. If Howard Schultz gave up after turned down by 242 banks, there would be no Starbucks. How many of y'all go to Starbucks? Okay, let me swipe again. If J.K. Rowling, I talk about her all the time. This is J.K. Rowling. If J.K. Rowling stopped after being turned down by multiple publishers for years, there would be no Harry Potter. She's a billionaire. If Walt Disney quit too soon after his theme park concept was trashed 302 times, there would be no Disneyland. If Jeff Bezos, any of y'all ever heard of Amazon? If Jeff Bezos gave up after his online auction site Z Shops ultimately failed, there would be no Amazon. Then this is what it says. Consistency pays off, but staying consistent at your job and making your boss rich isn't the best path to financial freedom. And I'm not going to read the rest of that. But my last message, I think it was, keep believing. This message is don't give up, part 2. Now think about those people. Colonel Snap. I don't know about you, but KFC good as hell. He got turned down over 1,000 times until his breakthrough came. And some of you giving up after 5 rejections, after 3 failures, after working on something for 2 years and it ain't working. Including me. I be thinking about it. I be thinking about giving up on certain things. I just wanted to put that out there. Don't give up. Part 2. Don't give up, man. If what you're doing is good, if what you're doing, you believe in it, if what you're doing it for, you want to escape the matrix, you want to escape the 9 to 5, you want to have a dope business, you want to be free and live on life on your own terms, it's not going to be easy. It's the reason why it's called the top 1%. It's a reason why it's the top 1%. Because most of the people in the top 1%, they didn't give up. Excuse me, all of the people in the top 1% didn't give up. They make it look easy after a while, but a lot of people don't. I put it like this. Have you ever seen somebody that just hit the internet space and it just seems like they're massively successful and they have Lamborghinis, they have jets, and it seemed like it was overnight success? That's to you. What you don't see is the 10 years they were putting in behind the scenes when nobody knew who the hell they were. It's such a beautiful day in Georgia. Don't give up part two. Howard Schultz. How many of y'all go to Starbucks? I'm not a coffee drinker, but it's been a few times when I've been in Atlanta and I just had a what I want to call it, a work day. I just wanted to go to a Starbucks. I didn't even get coffee. I just got like, I don't know, like a little, some fruit, whatever it was. But I was there for like a couple hours just working on my laptop in Atlanta. But how many of y'all have ever been to Starbucks? He got rejected over 300 something times, 200 times by banks because they didn't believe in him. Now Starbucks is a freaking billionaire company. It's worth billions of dollars. And he's on a yacht somewhere. I heard somebody else say, if you don't give up for long enough, you'll win. I think when you're failing so much and it's frustrating and you can't figure it out, I think you got to go through that stage to see if you really want it. When I've been chasing my dreams, ever since I started chasing my dreams, y'all have no clue what's going on in my life. And like I said, it's no pity party, but oh my God, I don't even know how to get through it. I'll put it like that. I'm not sick. I don't have like no baby mama drama. I don't have no kid. But it's pretty tough what I'm going through though. And it's very uncertain. And Steve Harvey said this, and I said this last time in the last video. If I would have knew I had what I had to go through to try to get to the dream that I have in my head, I just would have kept being a sports anchor. I would have never started a business. But now I'm too in deep. So, and I mean, it's hard when sometimes you're doing it and you're not getting paid. But that means you love it because you'll do it for free. I'm not getting paid to do this, but I love doing it. I ain't getting paid yet. Once I started getting, my monetized on YouTube, but I would do this for free though. Right? But if I would have knew that, if I would have known what I'm going through right now that was going to come with starting a business and making mistakes, I would have said, you know what, after my last TV job, I would have took I had another sports director interested in me in Kentucky. I would have went to it was like Henderson, Kentucky, and I would have took a second sports anchor job. Would have done it. But God shows you the end. He don't show you the middle. He don't show you the path you got to take. Don't give up. Part 2. You can't give up. If you give up, you didn't want it. You didn't want it bad enough if you give up. You didn't want it. You didn't want it. I'm at the pool. You didn't want it. So I just had to pop on here and give you a short video. When I saw that, it really resonated with me. Like, Colonel Sanders, man, he started KFC in his 60s. He got rejected over 1,009 times. Howard Schultz, Walt Disney, all these people just believed in it. Henry Ford went bankrupt. Do you understand that most millionaires have been bankrupt because they believe in their ideas so much? And people look down at people that go bankrupt. Most of them, 8 out of 10 millionaires have been bankrupt. Do you know that? No, probably not. So, quick video. I saw that Instagram and I had to pop on here and say that, man. Don't give up, part 2. Don't give up. I'm not saying if you got a dumb idea, who am I to say your idea is dumb? But I'll put it like this. Sometimes you will fail. Like it's like you heard the Jeff Bezos. He failed. His first Z shops, it failed. Ultimately. But that brought about Amazon. So sometimes your biggest success comes after your biggest failure. And nobody likes to fail, man. When you're failing, it makes you feel disgusting. And 9 times out of 10, you're failing when you don't need to fail. You're failing at a time where, like, you need to make the money. You need to succeed. Everybody looking at you like you crazy. Everybody looking at you like, go back to a job, bro. And then it's like, okay, I do got to go back. I got to recoup. But then that's when you use the job. You go in there you use it for a reason. You don't let it, you don't get comfortable. So I had to pop on here and say that if you got an idea that you're working on, if you got a business that you're working on, don't give up. If it fails, it fails. But just let that lead into another one. You learn the lessons from that failure, because all you got to do is be right one time, and next thing you know, boom, you're a multimillionaire. It can happen like that. Shout out to Wesley Virgin. He started a company called 7 Day Fitness. He worked on that company for like 7 to 9 years. It ultimately failed. I think his thought. He said that if you can get people to work out for 7 days for 7 minutes a day, that's what his thought process. But nobody did it. He wasn't getting traffic to his website. It was a dud. But then he came out with something called fatdiminisher.com, and he made $1 million in like 3 months or something like that. Don't give up if you don't give up for too long, you'll win. All right. Peace and blessings. I love y'all. Bye.